Tweek losing to Riddles 3-0.
Yeah, and that's a set that's just kind of become a classic at this point, right? Tweek versus Riddles. the crowd.
Really? All right.
Steven.
Okay.
Steve.
Let's go, Steve.
I heard let's go, Steven. You know what? Hop off for your boy, no matter who it is. It's acola and it's Tweek, and Game 1 is going to everybody's favorite stage. At least that's what the pick rate would have you think. It's Pokemon Stadium 2 for Game 1.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I love it, though, because, you know, whenever Tweek gets something nasty going, I love that look that he gives sometimes to the crowd here. And he's already opened up pretty strong as acola. Yeah. So, you know, acola's already going to be able to try to get some materials going. Something that I did make note that I think is very interesting. Oh, that was great. Destroying not only all 3 blocks, but it's going to keep acola by the ledge. Is that acola at Summit was much more reserved with his materials, but as time has gone on and I've been seeing him perform more at these NA tournaments, he has been a lot more, not more passive aggressive, I would say, with the Steve, but he does a complete switch up whether he wants to use materials at some point or if he just literally wants to get in your face.
Sometimes it depends on the matchup, and sometimes it just depends on the player, right? How they're choosing to try to tackle Steve. And part of the reason that, you know, that less material heavy playstyle was working for so long is because none of the American Steves really play like that. They're all very focused on materials, and acola was finding a lot of success with that. Now at the top level, we see the players start to adapt, and now he's starting to mix and match. He's already got a diamond in the back pocket and some gold as well, and Tweek is going to have some difficulty fighting back against acola, but he does have the lead at the moment.
I just really like the way that Tweek has adjusted around acola here. He's also been able to not only avoid the mine carts a few times, but he knows when he has to recover up high. Here comes a lot of that extra damage. And that's the high recovery that I was mentioning. But acola understanding that is just going to be not only out of his range to catch him, but he's going to just wait out on those side Bs.
You got to note that crazy movement that Tweek had on landing, too. He not only did the B-reverse with the banana, but also made sure that he had it toss out behind him so that it would go towards acola and not away to keep the pressure on. And Tweek getting launched away. DI did not go straight to the corner, so acola is going to be the first one to take a stock. And that, for Diddy in this matchup, that is especially difficult because your number one step is to stop the Steve from mining, and then you can start playing the game. That's the case for every character, but for Diddy, you're threatening burst movement and being able to take control of the game. Not as much when you're playing from behind, but a great down tilt and the up smash confirm gets this game right back to even.
Tweek just waiting in general is just the scariest thing ever. He's just staring menacingly, and I just do not want to approach it, but when he knows how to space himself out to bait out, whether it be a grab or even a spot dodge, he's so good at getting the follow-up and making sure he gets the conversion necessary. But here we go. We going for the alley-oop. Look at all that damage coming in already off of the diamond uppers.
Ooh, 2 bears from Tweek, though, and trying to hold on to that stage control again. Does have to respect that minecart, particularly with the gold in the back to make those powered rails, make it hit and go ever so faster. That monkey flip right there. Again, Tweek has just evolved the gameplay by taking advantage of burst movement. acola, though, with custom combos.
Oh, that was disgusting.
Oh,
where is that Uber driver taking me? Help! The up smash coming in to finish things off on that second stock. What a series of events in the last, like, 15 seconds.
acola, again, this is one of those moments where you go, man, Steve may be quite a powerful character, but the level of customization you can take with this character is so crazy. He's showing us things we may have never seen before, and he is continuing that 60% immediately on Tweek and kissing goodbye. You thought!
Oh, that was
you
huge.
thought!
He has a follow-up. Oh, no, but the high recovery, the little swoop up. Oh, so sneaky of acola to actually go right below the ledge and actually manage to avoid that downer for Tweek, who was expecting a high recovery.
And Tweek using a lot of these instant double jumps, too, to make sure that he doesn't even have to contest with the minecart. And there is no contestant with the Smash 4 Classic, the up throw into up air.
Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha. Love it. All right, now the patient play has Tweek took so much damage, so 75%. You can see him just trying to figure out something if he gets something started with a banana who, all right, sniped him on the head. You didn't see it coming, but it's cool. Manages to back away, but the immediate reset, the barrel's blowing up the building.
And Tweek is definitely starting to use that a lot, particularly against the stone blocks where he needs that damage, but acola finding plenty of it with that diamond forward smash, taking that first game and doing so quite well.
All right, we see y'all. We see y'all. We see you guys in the crowd. I like your shirt. I like your shirt. I like the reaction. I love the shirt.
Giving us a thumbs up. All right.
All right.
I see you. Dude, Florida crowds never disappoint. They are always lively. They are always invested in the game. And You always know who they're rooting for.
You know what they say, we're built different in many other ways, but this is one of the great ways. I love the energy that we have it's not only within the crowd, but throughout this weekend, so it's been a really good time.
I respect that they're saving a little bit of it right now because they know that their former Florida boy Mudace is waiting on their side, and they are definitely going to pop off Ram. But give us something right now. Come on, we got to remember. We got to remember that this is a Florida crowd, and they will be loud and proud.
Zeta Division. Acola, he's going to be able to take game number 1. TSM Tweek, though, he had a really good start at that game, but that second stock was just insane from Acola.
Yeah, I think it's really just a matchup that's defined by small hits over time versus the explosiveness. And Steve definitely has that explosiveness, but Tweek really needs to just be able to use that burst movement to its greatest effect, right? To, again, threaten acola to stop mining, and then you can sort of get into a more traditional game plan. Where Steve, it's not exactly that he starts off in an inherent advantage at any time that he's mining, but it does give you one thing that you have to consider before you start playing a regular game, because it is unique to him that he can build up basically infinite resources. And we'll see here on Smashville, be a little bit harder to do that, mining to those big resources, and especially with no stone, it's going to take a little longer.
10 seconds. I mean, that's a Steve, all right? It's the bread and butters that we got, but it's always looking fantastic whenever it comes to the block strings with the nil up airs. But 65% in those 10 seconds here as he's going to continue racking up some of that extra damage. Also trying to give himself some time to craft here, or rather mine, but Tweek continuing on the aggression with the side B. He's got the banana. Okay, all right, we got it, we got it.
That's true.
Oh, all right.
They are
he's got to spin. He's got to spin. He's got to show off the jersey. I get it. Zeta Division is super sick, honestly. TSM, Zeta Division. Can we talk about these amazing teams in the Smash Brothers space? Seeing them face off is insane, too, as the barrels are going to collide with the blocks, delete them off the field. Just for right now, acola says, no worries. Living rent-free over here on the side of Smashville. Tom Nook can't stop me.
There is no rent to be paid. I built my own house.
Exactly.
You're paying Tom Nook rent because he's building it for you, but no, I'm doing it all my own.
Oh, he said, that's all you, man. I don't want the real estate. He went all the way to the other side, zooming through.
Going to the island.
But look at this. Oh, my
Phenomenal.
gosh, I love it. He managed to sneak right below the blocks. Say, put that wall away. The banana is still tripping him, even though it was on the top of the block.
It was at like his
quick.
waist, yeah. It hit him in the stomach, and he was like, ugh.
I don't want this potassium.
99% on acola, though, and neither of these two players have dropped their first stock. And again, we see that he doesn't have a ton of resources, especially here on Smashville. He's got to burn them very, very quickly if he wants to build. Diamond tools do get activated here, though, and now Tweek may get a little bit more aggressive to try to take that out of the running. Acola, though, does have a second one available already, and he's just playing that long game.
Oh, that was amazing. I love it. Getting out of the rage, not only of the minecart right there, but then getting the follow-up off of the banana into taking that stock. Extremely important. I mean, he is at 152 as he goes over to the other side, avoiding the anvil as well. And like you mentioned, it's that diamond that he had ready at the time now. He does have another diamond ready, and the anvil's going to meet him on his way down. Gets to craft another diamond in the process, but a little bit lackluster at the very beginning on some of that material as he does find some more steel.
You don't mine iron or diamonds particularly quickly on Smashville. I believe on wood stages it takes longer than any of the other ones to get a bevy of those materials, and acola has struggled with that a little bit, except it hasn't been as bad for him. Tweek has been playing very, very patiently, and we're kind of just seeing both of these players fight at their full strength, because Tweek says, look, if I get hit, I'm kind of going to get blown up anyways, so let me just make sure that I don't get hit in the first place.
Yeah, I also really enjoy his banana usage, too, in approaching acola here. You saw acola did catch it at that time, but beforehand you saw acola didn't want to continue on those jabs because the banana was acting as a makeshift shield, though, as he manages to get the slide down tilt, the follow-up, not trying to overextend here, resets right back onto the stage. I mean, he has the lead right here. Why try to overextend unless you have that opportunity? He has acola now by the side of the stage.
And waiting for that minecart to come through, almost always does when acola is in the corner, and he has had quite a bit of resources to let it rip. Does have one iron left in the back right here, but he could maybe be saving it. No, he does toss out that minecart. I was going to say, maybe saving it for the anvil, because that is one of the most common ways for acola to take stocks.
Deletes the wall with the barrels and then gets the side B immediately afterwards. Nobody is safe here in the eyes of Tweek. Nice way to get that second stock, 99% now. with that second stock. Ooh, the foot of course into the anvil. We've seen that plenty of times during Summit, but it's always so crazy to see because it's the noise of the anvil just kadoosh.
the big bass. We got like the bassy speakers in the venue too. Gold tools. Hold on a second. Acola can take that a long way. Was a little bit too far out of the range where he could build blocks though, so Tweek does get away with his life intact.
Nice to make his way back, avoids the minecart now. See the reset, trying to catch his landing with the banana.
Rolling right through that minecart as well. Key counterplay to that. That was the last minecart, but Acola does fight out of it beautifully, catching Tweek for a little bit of misspacing on that jump. This could be anybody's game here in game 2.
He's gonna jump right over it here. Waiting in shield just with the banana. Oh, finds the opportunity, gets in there into the fair. Does the overextend once again, reset back into center stage. Why? But he's only got a wood right here to work with.
And on Smashville, that will often be the case. Acola does have a diamond in the back, but the question is, will he ever even be able to use it? Looks like Tweek's going to give him the space to if he wants it. That diamond will. No!
The snipe with the peanut.
It is in, but Tweek catches him overextending on that platform, and the crowd goes wild for this monkey as the set gets evened up at 1-1.
That was such amazing waiting from Tweek at the very end there, too. Also, the snipe said, put that crafting table away.
There is no time to build, only fight. He even got the diamond out, but Tweek actually turned that whole thing from just Acola crafting where he felt like he was safe into a sudden scramble. He jumped onto that center platform, and that's where Tweek jumped right on top of him. And that's what's been really impressing me about Tweek is that he has realized how much his incredible reaction time can help him in this matchup. We've seen him react basically instantly to things like minecarts and Acola jumping towards him, and that has helped him just fight head-to-head against a character that is tough to do that with.
And it's a lot of that pressuring from Tweek that we usually see when he keeps a lot of these players by the ledge. He kind of replicated that in that instant when he knew that Acola really wanted to jump there too. But those early combos that we've seen before, and 60% already tacked onto Tweek with only 20 seconds passing on the clock, something that Steve's so good at doing, but Tweek just trying to figure out a way. Can he sneak a back air in here before Acola's back air beats him first?
Yeah, and it's a big problem because that Steve back air, boy, it is huge, and they will continue to throw it out when they feel like you're about to threaten that space around them, especially that 45-degree angle up and behind them because, I mean, again, it just covers so much. Look out for the TNT. Tweek actually using it.
Oh, no, that would have been disgusting. He wanted that down air so bad. Acola fighting his way back, saying, let me back in onto this stage. Would have changed the ties here, but managing to survive, managing to reset. These barrels, always enough to just demolish the entirety of these walls. The weight, just in case, didn't pull the trigger immediately on the back air. Wanted to extend on that combo with the down tilt.
I think if he had fast fallen onto the platform, he maybe even had it. Acola,
all right,
making sure that he re-ups the structure so that it's harder for Tweek to approach him.
Nice, gets the side B here. Oh, but the ricochet off the wall. The fact that he reacted, he already knew. He already knew that he was going to ricochet off the wall to immediately react to the minecart. Amazing matchup knowledge here from Acola.
And that is exactly why he built that wall, and then he just went straight at Tweek like a rocket ship. And now he is taking flight, almost sending that monkey into orbit already with the diamond tools crafted. 62% on Diddy. Tweek has to be real careful here.
See, monkey flips right over the minecart. Another wall. Says, all right, that's fine. I'm not going to blow this up. I'm going to give you some fruits to work with, but then I'm going to back up just in time. Shield bumped, it looked like through Tweek's shield right there, too. Banana not working in his favor, but taking 89% already as the Anvil's not only going to delete the blocks, then love the weight and shield to get the fall off the banana into the forward smash.
We had plenty of time to get that. That's why he went for that roll. He knew that Acola wouldn't be able to get things out quickly enough. And I love that even now, Acola's saying, okay, I can be more efficient with my resources by just building one block on the ground. Tweek doesn't care about 2 or 3 high. It's just the one on the ground that's a bother. And Acola does finally find that forward smash, taking that second stock and putting Tweek on the last one here in this pivotal game 3.
Actually insane here. All right, managed to get out of the range for that forward smash. Ooh, look at, again, air dodging right out of it. He had the diamond now, trying to craft something going. He doesn't have the diamond right now. Gets the grab.
Easy forward throw right there, and he is going to some quick movement to get back over to the crafting table, and all he needs is that stone sword. He wants to be able to put on pressure with that forward smash because Tweek has been playing such a good ground game. Now with the seed back off stage, Tweek looking on finding that last kill confirmed to send this to last stock apiece.
The side B. Look how Acola's also just waiting center stage. He knows that Tweek has been doing side B a lot to try to recover up high. Why chase at this point? You know you're going to be able to try to find him on his way down.
There we go, just going right back to the ledge. Not really fearing Acola hitting him back at the ledge. We haven't seen 2-frame attempts or punishes for regrabs. He's taking advantage of that right now. acola with a quick jump and reaction to that banana toss. These are, again, two players with just some of the best reaction time you'll ever see.
Oh, I was wondering if it was going to shield poke right there, too. You saw the roll back. You saw the Tweek roll, try to roll with him at the same time. The walls are right there. You got the diamond. You let him get it now at this point. You have the banana in your hand, and you're down an entire stock right now in this game.
And he's just going to let acola mine forever right now because he's already got all the resources to play until the end of the game. And Tweek is in a situation now where his risk-reward has to be so wide, the margin of error for him, because if he makes one mistake, this game is over. He has to play perfectly to win this one.
Oh no, the anvil now hitting the head, hitting the cap off Diddy Kong, and winning the third game here.
And acola just so on top of things. The punish game has never really relented in a single moment. The only reason these games are taking as long as they are is because Tweek is just a Zen master right now. He is basically just saying, look, I know what happens if I get hit once. I cannot try to take trades or give him big opportunities. It has to be only what is safe for me and nothing else.
It always scares me, seeing Tweek just literally play, waiting and shield a lot of the times too, to try to capitalize and try to catch you off guard. Is always one of the times where Tweek is at his most ultimate form. At this moment, though, he is forced to play that, looking at the matchup, looking at how he's approaching the Diddy versus Steve matchup, and acola has automatically made that switch to catch him every single time. So little things, little adjustments, even catching him when he's not going to chase him from the side, but he's just going to wait center stage instead. Even these early conversions at the very beginning to make sure he could build that gap early on have all been really great awareness for acola to actually get things started for himself.
We'll see if he can finish what he started here in Game 4, going to Town and City. Tweek needs to win 2 in a row, or else acola's going to be the one moving on and sending him out at 7th. But again, here is that patience from Tweek. We see that he's not really initiating a whole lot of the gameplay. We saw that in Games 1 and 2, he was trying to use, again, Diddy's amazing burst movement to take advantage of acola mining and putting himself in a bad situation. But now, acola has shown that the reaction time can keep up. So Tweek is only trying to find these areas where he can whiff punish like this.
Yeah, exactly. Punishing him not only also from above him, as he's going to be able to ricochet off that block, hit him right back with the fair himself, but I love how he's been getting most of these conversions started from above his head with the banana.
A lot of creativity here from Tweek, but acola keeping things simple with that forward smash, staying behind the blocks, and I love using that one to try to cover that high monkey flip we've seen a lot, and he is building.
He said, all right, you can keep blowing up my blocks, but you can't blow all of them up if they're separated. Oh man, the creativity is amazing. That's what it's really funny about Steve in general. You actually get that though with the banana, the follow-up though, not gonna overextend.
It's almost like Tweek has to play like an MMO or something. Like he has to go through an ad clear phase before he gets to fight the final boss.
Going through these waves right now too, that's why he's just waiting. Again, approaching from above with the banana. He's been doing that a lot this game around. It's a different approach than what we've seen in the last 3 games, which is why I like this approach, because in Town, you have these other platforms when they are on the field to just reset if you have to.
Tweek just trying to get another banana in hand. Knows that acola, again, has all those resources. You see how much use we talked about it. Those barrels do so much in blowing up those blocks, but acola, again, taking advantage of some of that burst movement that Steve also has to get in quick, and he is off to a lead again.
You see the reset immediately from Tweek. Gets banana from all the way up. Gets the headshot, but it's going to back up. Doesn't get the follow that he really desired. 151 for acola, though, as he does manage to land that minecart and that fair. The re-grab on the banana, playing catch here.
Re-grab on the banana and tech all in one button press right there from Tweek. Like, that was just the most obvious. I have to press the right trigger at this moment. Right there, though, with that up smash, catching acola with a little bit of mixed up movement. Tripping over his own feet to even this game up at 2-2. There is, of course, diamond, so even is sort of in air quotes, but, you know, stocks are there. They're both at 2.
Stocks are here, but are they going to be able to help out Tweek 36%? And the diamond, like you mentioned already, is going to be able to rack up a good amount of that damage. See the minecart coming in. You saw him try to go for the fair to try to cut off that side B potential from Tweek that he's been using a lot. Nair just to get the combo started here for Diddy, but the reset into the barrels once again to force his way in. It's like the Kool-Aid man when every time he activates those barrels.
Oh, yeah!
Gotta force your way in sometimes here. Crafting a lot of that wood, just like you were mentioning before. This time on Town and City, you've got the banana, but the wall actually working against him. Tweek catching up with the timing on the down tilt.
Your wall? My wall. I'm actually getting the combos here now. acola getting Satan. No! It's actually an alley-oop off the backboard, but it just goes off the rim.
He knows.
Again?
He's going to ricochet off of it again. He thought he was going to go towards the right side, though. acola just going all the way to the bottom at 170. He's finally going to be able to get it here. He knows the angle is off of the walls, which is something that acola now has to take into consideration when it comes to protecting themselves as like an insurance.
And Tweek is now right back to, again, when this game's been even, he's been back to kind of trying to initiate the game plan here, try to force some mistakes out of acola, and boy, finding a lot of damage here, and he wanted to wait on that mix-up instead of cashing out with a couple more hits. He was looking for something huge to potentially just take the game outright.
Says, I have the banana now in my hands. Tries to see if he can catch a landing. Recatches the banana, gets the nair, gets another string going on. This raw damage coming in from Tweek is also allowing himself to reset the momentum.
See acola just trying to find his way back in, missing that minecart bounce as well. Tweek finding his way back in with the dash attack and putting the Steve into the corner. Plenty of resources for acola to work with, but dude, Tweek over anything else in this set has demonstrated better than anybody I've seen play against Steve.
Oh my!
He hasn't let him get away with a single minecart. He hasn't let him get away with a single free game, and that's a 2-stock from Tweek.
Did he not get hit for like the last minute or so? It felt like he didn't get hit for like a minute or so. I didn't look at the timer the entire time, but the fact that he was 60 for that second stock for so long, while also not only resetting off of a few straight hits into neutral, into just waiting the entire time is insane. He is playing like he is the blockade, blocking the minecart from getting to its destination.
He's been jumping over it, he's been challenging it, and he's been doing all of these things at exactly the right time, and that has really shut down acola's ability to approach Tweek in these games. He has been forced to play that more passive style, and then when that occurs, Tweek is hitting him with the adaptation to just let him mine and play patiently. So game 5, we go to small battlefield, and this is tournament game for both of these players.
What's interesting here as we do go on to small battlefields, we saw how Tweek is able to utilize the top platforms on Town and City to approach from above with the banana like we noted before. Doesn't really have that luxury, minus just having these two platforms and not as much space to work with. But this could also work in his favor where he could try to get those snipes with the peanut gun like we saw before.
Oh, the counterplay!
That was beautiful. What an answer back says, yeah, you're going to force your way in. All right, well, guess what's meeting you on the other side of the door?
Big TNT. Love that counterplay there from acola, and that's just going to disincentivize this from Tweek for basically the rest of the set, because that TNT can come out way quicker, and he just comes right in, just bowling him over with the minecart.
It's not even just the mining for materials, it's the mining for the bait to see all the creative ways that Tweek wants to force his way through the walls. Whether it be the barrel, he's going to answer to the TNT. Nice punish right here off of the whip on the up smash from acola here. He's going to force his way in with the minecart, but it's also, all right, you're going to forward tilt the bottom block to get rid of the other top blocks. Well, guess what? The minecart's going to wait for you on the other side instead.
acola trying to keep the pressure on here with Tweek, finding his way back on with a monkey flip, and huge for him right there, getting stuck by the block though, and acola, man, he's just making a minefield for Tweek to maneuver around, and he just says, no, I don't think so.
We're playing a completely different game. We're playing a completely, look at this.
He's building stairs!
Oh, he wants the high ground. He wants the high ground right now. He's ready to climb on top of Tweek. Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah!
Ping pong we go.
Am I watching Smash Brothers anymore?
This doesn't seem like, and then he catches it with a diamond pickaxe. Are you kidding me? This doesn't seem like the same game.
What can you do sometimes but look at this and go, this is the funniest character in the game. Just back and forth to the da-doosh.
But honestly, all the micro placements, even of the blocks, to negate what Tweek has done to force his way in breaking them is also such insane counterplay from acola, and the awareness that he's made into this game. He's sitting at match point right now. I mean, we're tied match apiece here between Tweek and acola. This is the game that determines all for the players that's going to be moving on to the loser's bracket.
And with acola being a full stock up, Tweek has to keep that in mind and basically play, again, I say it almost perfectly. He can't take trades here against acola because he knows that one hit from acola is going to mean a whole lot more, but banana is stronger than lava.
It's always almost like a bait.
Magma.
Magma.
Lava.
It's the potassium, though. The potassium is what carries that banana here. The follow-up off of the minecart, potential here. Oh, it's not on the grab. Opportunity as he tech rolls in instead. That nair not connecting from Tweek.
Now at 100%, acola just needs one more solid hit to do it. acola got baited though right there. Tweek looked like he was going to go under battlefield, but instead just held on. acola giving him a whole lot of damage off of that one interaction.
Oh, I love this mental play right here. You see the walls coming in. The barrels this time are going to find its way right through. No TNT to meet him on the other side. Right
back to mining in the corner. Tweek though, so much from one banana. and he is back to center.
Avoids the anvil by the ledge, but gets caught with the up smash now, and that's going to be Steve. Moving on through that lower bracket, acola keeps the W on his head in this matchup between himself and Tweek.
It was an amazing set because both of those players clearly had to adapt in ways that they hadn't even thought about the matchup before, but had to react to that new information, and through 5 games, just basically advanced the meta in Diddy versus Steve specifically by like light years.
It's nice. It's nice also to see the Zeta division has been eating great as well. I love that org. Got to see the org in other games, but also just nice to see them involved in the Smash Brothers space. Tweek dropping down though, out.